It's so hard to devote 1 hour into learning something new that you like to do, but it's so easy to sit down and listen to YouTube drama for an hour and you're sitting there for the tea. This is my 2-woman band. I got Zayn Rima number 2. We're gonna do a quick duet. Maybe I know somewhere deep in my soul that love never lasts. Thank you, everybody. Hope you have a great day. Hey buddies, welcome back to my Zayn channel. I'm Zayn Rima, and today I just want to do a little rant. So much is going on. To be honest, I've lost a little motivation, and it's like you don't know what's going to happen next. You know, you just got to have faith and keep praying for the future, for the world. I read a lot of comments saying that some of my fans kind of gave up in singing. People say they haven't sang in so long, like in years. And I don't think I've been in that situation. Like, I do feel unmotivated, but I always pick myself back up. And here are some of the methods that I do to find that passion for music and singing again. These will be very helpful for you if you feel like, excuse me, if you burp like that, I'm sorry, excuse me. Please don't unsubscribe. You feel like you're not doing enough, or you're singing, putting yourself out there, kind of gave up, kind of lost that fire in you that fell in love with music, and it beats us down, but you gotta keep pushing yourself further to get you back into the motion of singing again. 1, have your musical instruments out there so that it's not tucked away under your bed or in your closet or in the attic, like far away from reach, so that you kind of forget to pick it up and start playing or to start singing. So for example, my mic is like right here. My guitars, oh, that's not a guitar, that's a guitar. And there's another one on my bed, you saw in the intro. And then there's a ukulele on my other desk. Can't see it, it's messy. My MIDI keyboard. Having it out there kind of reminds you to pick it up sometime, and hey, you should play this. One time, I think it was just yesterday, I was laying down on my bed feeling unproductive, and what was in reach? My ukulele. I picked it up and I started writing a song, and I wrote a song like that. Easy to reach. Things that you do have, maybe headphones so you can start listening to music. A lot of people have headphones. Before I put like all of this out here, my MIDI keyboard that looked like this before I gave it away to a friend, I had that under my bed, like unused. It was dusty, it was crusty, it was untouched, and it needed some loving. And when I picked that thing up and started playing with it again, found myself digging deeper and deeper back into music, and then I upgraded this big one, you see? And that got me to making music. If you just constantly walk away from it, you're never gonna get that feeling that you've always loved. That leads me to number 2. Stop making excuses. A lot of people make excuses to make themselves feel good about things that they're not doing. And I find myself doing that a lot. I did that a lot so many times last year. I used to say, yeah, I don't know how to make my music. Oh, I don't know how to do this and that. I don't know how to play the piano that well. I don't know how to stop making excuses. The thing is, those excuses, they make us happy in the moment because it's just like an easy, like, oh, I don't know how to do it. Then no need to bother with it. But if you find yourself saying all these excuses, you need to fight that excuse with an action. So my excuse before was, I don't know how to play the piano. What action I took is I got a piano, a bigger one, because I was limited to like 25 keys, and that's harder to spread your fingers and play all these songs. So it's limiting you. The action I took is I saved up my monies and I invested in the bigger one that you saw. From there on, I have the piano on my desk. My other excuse is I don't know how to play it that well. Like, I know chords, but I don't know much about music theory. So what did I do? I took an action. I went on YouTube and I typed up how to learn music theory, how to play the piano. The internet is free, guys. YouTube, all these video tutorials, they're easier. They show you how to do it. You just gotta sit there and listen. The thing is kind of crazy, and I do this a lot. It's so hard to devote 1 hour into learning something new that you like to do, but it's so easy to sit down and listen to YouTube drama for an hour. And people do that. You see it on the YouTube pages. It's like an hour long, and you're sitting there for the tea. Like, they're out here making money and doing what they love, and you need to be doing the same thing. So the excuses you make, look up how to do them. If you say, I don't know how to play the ukulele, well, first, step 1, you need to have a ukulele, so save up for that. Step 2, look up how to do it. You don't need to say, I don't know how to play the ukulele, I need to get a teacher first. These excuses keep us from taking the steps while other people are already playing the ukulele because they saw a video online and they keep practicing. It's the excuses that keep us from doing what we love. Yeah. Number 3, you gotta start listening. Regular headphones or AirPods or whatever you have. Listen to music outside of your comfort zone. Because if you're constantly staying in this bubble that you created that makes you feel comfortable and safe, you're never gonna grow. So step outside of it, start tasting different things. Before, an insecurity I had was I refrained from listening to people who were, around my level that are out here doing things because I was low-key jealous that they're taking steps towards their goals and I'm still stalling, doing the same thing, not really growing or changing. So when I started listening to them, I felt more proud of them. And when you feel proud of your competitors, that means you're doing something good. If you feel jealous, you're actually not doing something, and they are, you know what I'm saying? So take a look at people around your age and your passions and how they're being really successful. If you feel envious of them deep down inside, jealous of their successes, that means you're not doing enough in your track to get to where you want to be because you're jealous that they're doing something and you're not, and you might be a hater towards them, and that's like negative, make everyone feel negative. You gotta just be self-aware in that moment. Like if you feel proud of them, like wow, they're doing so good, I'm proud of them, that means you're kind of content with where you're at right now, meaning you probably are doing something that you agree with and that you love to do and that you're taking steps towards something, but it's a process. So patience, practice and patience, your pee-pee, use your pee-pee and it will get you so far. But I'm so serious. And for me, I noticed when I started making my own songs and learning how to do it, one, I built my little studio. You can see that in the video there. I don't know where it is. Before then, I made excuses saying, I don't know how to make my own songs. Step 1, I got the instruments so that I can make my own songs. Step 2, I still don't know how to make songs. I looked it up on YouTube and I sat there and listened and learned for days. And I had fun doing it. It's not a chore because it's something you want to learn and you like to do. And if this video is not speaking to you yet, then maybe you don't really have a passion or a dream for singing. But if there's something lighting up in you, I need to do this now or do something, even if you don't have the money to do it. It's another thing. A lot of people in the comments, they say, oh, I don't have the money to do that. When I started on YouTube, I had no money of my own either. I didn't have a job. I applied to Taco Bell and all that. They didn't accept me, so I took the initiative. My excuse was, I don't have the money. Then you gotta go find your ways to make money. There's so many ways that you can learn. And if you say, I don't know how, look it up. They teach you. There's passive income that you can, get from YouTube videos, maybe brand deals or sponsorships. Start building. That's all marketing. That should be a separate video. If you do work a job, hustle it out, save your money, and invest. These excuses, again, don't let that block you from your future goals. You can do it. When I was little, I was like, I'll just wait until they sign me at a record label and they'll pay for singing lessons because they're expensive. Rather than, oh, let me save money so that I could afford my own vocal lessons. That was an excuse. It bought me time, and like if you find yourself making excuses, you need to take actions of it. YouTube is free. Everything online is most likely free. And the thing is, at the end of the day, if you're happy with what you're doing, then you're doing it right. And don't rush the process either. But if you're taking every day, step by step, baby steps towards a goal that you have in mind, a dream that you've had, then you don't need to worry about a thing. Don't you worry about a thing. Then it's just a matter of time too. People don't get famous overnight. It takes years. If you want to stay longer, going viral really quick kind of gets you out of the spotlight really quick too. But if you work your way up, build your way up, you'll stay up. And if you feel like you're going down, like you feel unmotivated, just take a breather. Don't feel bad about it. Accept that you're going to take a little breather, a break. Everyone does it. But take these steps to put yourself back there where you're happy again, you're taking steps towards your goal, and you're just inspired. Take that inspiration and use an action. No more excuses, guys. Like, a lot of people say, oh, I don't know how to play the guitar, or I don't know how to play the ukulele, or this and that. Well, get to it. If you're a singer, you should know how to play some sort of instrument. You can't always rely on others. It plus adds to your musical talent. You have more freedom and control over what the music and instrumental sounds. You can make songs with it. So that's another excuse. So look up online how to play blah 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 instrument. And and if you're saying, oh, but I don't have an instrument, then go get an instrument. Save up. There's pawn shops. I got one of the guitars, it's not up there, in a pawn shop for like $50, and that, you do the math, that's like 10 Starbucks visits, which a lot of people do. Make these sacrifices for the right reasons. All right, I hope this video helped. This is going too long. I wish you all the best. Remember, check out my last video, how to get your songs on Spotify and all these places. If you have any ideas or suggestions for future videos, leave a comment down below what you think. I'm gonna start Fan of the Week back up again, so comment that in the comments and I'll know you stayed till the end of the video, and I'm gonna sing a special shout out for you. All right, buddies, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Be amazing. I love you so much. Bye. Stop making excuses.